Hello! We are in Gifford in East Lothian, because we're heading up the hills. I was hoping the roads would be drier than this, but there we go. My plan for today was to be going out and mapping the run for the Scottish small bore, but the weather in the borders looks a bit crap, so the video would look a bit shit. Look, CB 1300. So instead we're heading up to Lammermuirs, and as you can see it's a popular run with bikes. So yeah, this is a great run if you're in East Lothian or even Edinburgh, so around about this area. You start in Duns and head up to Lammermuirs. You can go over to Duns one way, so you can go over, like for example, go down through Longformacus and then back via the Whiteadder Reservoir. And it's a nice wee run, nice little look, about 70 mile. We had a huge downpour last night, so even though the roads are wet, I'm hoping that all the salt's been washed away, and it probably has. I mean, the bike will be manking, but I'll give it a good wash when I get back home. This weekend was the Scottish Bike Show, and in recent years it hasn't been the best. So some people said it was much better this year, but my mate Dave Arnott said spend 20 quid for a run instead. Now putting 20 quid of fuel in the monkey would get me to France. That's no joke. So I'm not going to spend 20 quid. I'm going to try and overtake this guy, although I don't think it's going to happen. He's just done along having a nice day out. Completely unaware that there's a bike behind him absolutely flat out on the limit. Can't go faster, see? That's it. 2 hands on the throttle. I suppose I can use today's run to tell you all the plans for the future, what we're doing. So me and Mikey are planning on riding our monkey bikes to the Swiss Alps. Originally it was just going to be down to see the vegan down in England, and that grew to become this is slow. I mean, to be fair, we're doing 26, but the monkey, the C90 would be way slower than that down here. Yeah, the plan was to go down to Chris's in England, but that grew to become a day over in France, which grew into a trip to the Vosges. And then Mikey was like, well, do you think you could do the Alps? Well, so we've got 2 weeks, and the aim is to do the Firka Grimsel Suston Pass loop, as well as visit Lammermuir. So we'll see how it goes. Man, the weather was going to be good today. It's a bit shit up here. I hope you can all see. Fucking rain. There's a little village in the middle of the Lammermuirs called Longformacus, and this is the road that goes down to Duns via that. And on a clear day, which I was hoping it was, you actually get a really good view. You can see way down, well, not from this bit, from over, you can just see a road in the distance. Probably can't see the road, but you can see way down to England. You can see down to the Cheviates and stuff. Won't be seeing jack shit today, I don't think. My ass is absolutely fucking killing me. Not because of the monkey bike, because of my push bike. I've been back cycling again, which is great, like for fitness and stuff. But aye, for this, it's like starting at square one. So my arse is absolutely fucking killing me. So yeah, the fact we're doing 40 mile an hour up these hills, it puts us in good stead for the Alps. mean, originally, like years ago, we thought we'll do Cubs to Como and ride our Honda Cubs to Lake Como. But then after the Outer Hebrides trip, we decided that we realised if we had a headwind on the way there or the way back, it would take us like weeks, because we'd be blown right down to bumpy bit. We'd be blown right down to like 15-20 mile an hour for 1,000 miles, which would be soul destroying. I mean, it was bad enough going down the Uists, but at least with bad weather and headwinds and stuff, the monkeys can do what a Cub can do flat out. Like up a hill, 35, 40, that's alright. A Cub's down to, well, it's slow, put it that way. So yeah, on a clear day you can see like for absolutely miles. It's stunning. Well, I'm glad I've not been out filming for the Scottish smallbore route today. I mean, fucking hell, imagine, look at that. There's a video. Come and do this. Come and ride here. It's pissed and wet and grey. Nobody would come. I'm not exactly expecting a huge turnout anyway. 64. 65. Monkey's a flying machine. This is Longformacus. They must get cut off with the snow quite a bit. So I've just stopped outside Longformacus because I've got this new I'll do some reviews about what I'm going to use to travel with on the monkey, but one of the things I'm going to use is Karina got me this Kriega R25 backpack. So I adjusted it to what size I thought I was, which was the biggest. I'm 6'4", quite a large person, so I adjusted it to what I thought was the largest size, and it wasn't comfortable. I was like, what the hell's going on here? So I put it to medium, fits like a glove. Not as fat as I thought it was. Hurrah! Check it! So you can just see them. I don't know if you'll be counting the GoPro in fact, but all those lumps and bumps, that's all Dunn's motocross track. So if you're ever passing and you see a race, you can just snip in there, and go to the racing. I think you can pay to practice there as well. Not that I'd ever do that, because I'm pretty shit off road, to be honest with you. This is the thing with the adventure bike scene. There's a lot of people who seem to be obsessed with riding dirt roads. They're like, oh yeah, we'll go here and ride dirt roads, and they go to places like Sweden, and it's amazing for dirt roads, but there's nothing to see. All you can see is, it's like being in the woods. There's just trees, and the same trees all the time. And I know this because I've been to Sweden. It just doesn't, I mean, don't get me wrong, if there's a gravel road or whatever to see amazing scenery, like we did it in New Zealand, we went to Slope Point. That was all dirt roads. I've done lots of dirt roads in my life, but I don't think they're less fun than ripping ass on a bit of good tarmac, or even a bit of crap tarmac. This is Dunn's. The reason everyone's going so slow is because there's a speed trap back there. So Dunn's is famous for Jim Clark. He was a rally driver, and it's also famous for having a connection to Wojtek. Wojtek, the Polish soldier bear. There should be a wee statue of Wojtek along here, although sadly it's made of plastic. There is one in Edinburgh that's made of brass or stone or something. This one's plastic. There's Wojtek there. Look at these old fuckers. What's happening, yo?
It was quiet.
It's fucking no quiet anymore. Well, that's that lot away. I've decided to go down and see if I can find where Wojtek the bear. Yeah, I'm nipping down to pretty much beside the border to see if I can find my way to where Wojtek the bear was, like where he stayed basically. Is it this way? I think it is this way. So if you Google Wojtek the bear, or Wojtek the Polish bear, soldier bear, whatever you want to call it, he was, there was a Polish regiment in World War II, and I don't know where they were, maybe it was Syria or somewhere. Anyway, there was a bear, and I don't know if it was in the circus or whatever, but they basically, one of the soldiers sort of started looking after it, and it followed them about, and it followed them about apparently all the time, and then they went to war, and this bear followed them. So because they needed rations and all sorts of stuff for the bear to feed him, they had to enlist him as part of the army. So Wojtek became a fucking corporal or something, and he would mash about, he would get his own rations and that, and he was at the Battle of Cassino. So imagine, I mean war must be fucking shite at the best of times, but imagine like looking over a hill and saying, right, here they come, oh there's 300 folk, they're on their, wait now, there's a fucking bear, and this bear would come over. Must have been terrifying, but apparently the Wojtek, I mean, I'm sure it would be much better if he was a bear just out in the wild, but apparently they all looked after him and they all loved him, and he used to bevy up. He used to drink a fucking shit ton of bevy, and he would eat fags as well, so that they'd not be sitting smoking, and he'd eat them. These fags, that can't be good for him. But Wojtek was the Polish bear, and they had a camp down here where Wojtek used to go swimming in this wee pond, and apparently you can still see his claw marks. Now I've been down before, so let's go have a look. I'm not going to say exactly where it is because I didn't want everyone going down there. I mean, if you want to find it, do your research. Start and done, so that's what the only clue will give you. So I've stopped to check the map because I know how to find this in Google Maps. Look at the poor monkey, it's absolutely covered in shite. Anyway, let's have a look at the map. I think it's just down here. So one of the little woodland stretches. I think it's down here. So it's pissing down, and we are here at this little pond. Now, what they say, now I don't know how true this is, I'll show you and you can decide for yourself, but what they say is this is where Wojtek the bear, back in the day, this was the camp. The sort of Polish guys were all camped here as part of their sort of training or whatever after the war, or don't know what the hell they were doing, I don't know what, that sort of stuff. Anyway, the Polish sort of regiment was here. Wojtek would swim in the pond and climb these trees, and they reckon that is one of his claw marks. You can see they've wrote like Dada, that's yes, and there's lots of sort of Polish carvings here. There used to be a sign that was saying that this was Wojtek the bear's markings. There's another one over here. See? You see it? So, don't know how true it is, but that's what everyone says. Could have just been some guy with a knife, but I like to believe it's Wojtek the bear's claws. Part of Scottish history. I mean, that's not really been documented. This sort of thing should be like, you think that there's at least be a signpost to it or something, but I guess I don't know how many people would be that interested. But there we go. So this is it, Wojtek's camp. But now we're heading back to, well, back up the road now I think, via the Whiteadder. Taking it dead easy, don't want to cover the monkey in shite, because it is minging. Anyway, we'll head back up the road via the Whiteadder, and hopefully it'll dry up a bit, and then the monkey can get a good wash. So was the Wojtek the bear story worth me and Monkey getting absolutely soaked? Because we are. What do you think? Do you think it was? Do you think those marks on the tree are from a bear? I've spoken to folk who know about trees and they're like, well, yep, beech trees. Like, how is it so low? How could it be a bear mark if he was clawing it like that? How is it so low if the tree grows up the way? But apparently the tree grows out the way as well as up the way. So a beech tree's lifetime, that difference is nothing compared to, like, you know, for the past however long it was, 60 year? Is it 60? Fuck knows, I'd have to go check how far it was. Anyway, 50, 70 year. Anyway, as far as a beech tree goes, that's nothing. And how a bear would climb the tree anyway, the claw marks are probably made not from the front foot, it'll be from the back. Maybe I'm just trying to convince myself that it is a bear mark rather than some guy with a knife. Ooh. Man, it must have to get pretty high for the water to go over that ford. Anyway, up here we joined back onto the sort of Duns Road. So this is we came down the Longformacus side of the loop, and this goes back up the Whiteadder side, which goes past the Whiteadder Reservoir. We'll just join onto the road up here. This is here. So Duns is that way. We're going that way. Back to Gifford. Chasing after Wojtek aside, it's a great loop. Like, if you're looking to come down, go to Duns, you can get chips or a coffee or whatever in Duns, come back up the road. And it's a good hour or two, depends how you ride, I guess. Couple hours. The only downside is the road can be a bit bumpy because it gets hammered in the winter time, and there can be quite a lot of shite on the road, like mud and stuff, just from the various farms. Loads of pheasants and stuff on the road as well for all the nutcases to shoot. Get the dig in. This is Crenshaw Boulevard. Crenshaw's is on the, so Longformacus is on one side, Crenshaw's is, I guess, what you look on the map if you for some reason can't find the Whiteadder Reservoir. And look, blue skies. Sun's coming out. This is a great fun little bit. On a big bike you can get big wheelies and jumps and stuff with those swoopy bits. So just up here is where we turned off at the start of the run for the Longformacus loop. There it is there, so we went up there earlier on. Then we're heading back to the Gifford. And you do get a really nice view from up here. So you can see way down, that's the Bass Rock, Law, Berwick Law in the background. It's bra. Oof, that's some size of pothole. So that was the Whiteadder the Duns loop. Nice! Let me know in the comments if you think that let me know if you think that was a bear that marked the tree. Let us know if you like little sort of route sort of ideas like that. Remember to subscribe. Ciao! Oh yeah, and all this run was done on, the bike had been sat with fuel in it for the past, since November, and that was E10 fuel. It's March now. So for all the E10 panic guys, there's another experiment to show that it's actually okay and it won't blow everything up. If your bike says it's fine to run in it, it's probably fine to run in it.